And I'm Jamie from King Voodoo.
And you're watching the Paranormal Brew.
Good evening, everyone. Let me check on my guest because he was here. And I think he froze. So Jay, if you're watching, just click on that same link. Hi, Michelle. Click on that link again, and it should bring you back in. Hi, Alita. Welcome. So tonight I have Jay Hill. Okay. So he just said that he's got to restart his modem, which is fine. Hey, Rick. Everybody, please forgive me. Hi, us. Hey, girls. Hi, Mario. Forgive my whole get up here because, as you guys know, if anybody's been watching, we got you on the big TV. Yeah. So now because I'm on my laptop now. But I've been running around all day with this beautiful woman sitting next to me. She doesn't like to be on camera that much, so I'll respect that. But
we had a good day.
We did have a good day today. I mean, stumbled across the Eisenhower farmhouse, so you can actually go. I mean, as you guys know, you watch my show. That's all I say is like that's where I want to just live, and my afterlife. That's where it'll be. But Jay's having a little bit of problems with his connection, so he's going to restart his modem and then pop on. So it'll be a couple minutes. Just not that long. Real quick, I'll just take the opportunity to say I have I'm putting a couple extra shows together. Not waiting too long. I have a show. I'm going to start doing a couple shows on Sundays. Probably later in the evening as well. Probably like 7 or 8 to try to get some people on that want to promote stuff that have stuff coming up prior to my next scheduled show, which is July 6th. Yeah, 6:15. So why isn't that matching up with what I have on my oh, you got me on the big TV. Oh God, let me back up. You guys don't want to see my face all up in there. Jeez. It's probably not a good sight. Yeah, so I'll take this really quick to say next week I have my co-owners of BB3 TV coming on, Dom and Tom. So they'll be on the show next week. And then the following week I have a parapsychologist, Lloyd Auerbach, coming on. The 22nd, we just got tickets to go see Josh Gates at, I'm not quite sure where it's at. It's like 2 hours away. It's up in North Jersey, but we're going to see Josh Gates on the 22nd. So that'll be fun. 23rd, I will be live from Strauss Mansion with my peaches. We're doing an investigation there. 27th, I have shaman Charlie McBride coming on. She's a mentor and a shaman. She'll be on. She's a spiritual mentor. Oh, and the 24th, funny, my guest tonight asked me to co-host with him on the 24th. So I'll be co-hosting on Studio 6 Paranormal on April 24th. I have to watch some stuff. Oh, thank you. May 4th, I have Haunted MD coming on. He's a physician who also does paranormal investigating on the side. So hi, Meg. And then I have Bill Slevin. And then I have Shadow Zone Paranormal, then Bad to the Bone Paranormal. June 1st, I have a panel of people coming on to discuss the JFK conspiracy, which that should be fun. June 8th, I have William Nighthawk to talk about all the Indian Haunted MD is awesome. Yes, he is awesome. 23rd. This will sway me not to go. Yeah, well, I'll be on. I'll be going live. And then I have William Nighthawk. He's a Indian who, we'll talk about all of the the Native American Indian, their beliefs and stuff that they practice and all that stuff. It's going to be really interesting. Their spiritual beliefs and how they do things, their rituals, all that stuff. So that'll be really cool. June 15th, I have Dustin Pari coming on from Ghost Hunters International. He was on Ghost Hunters International, and he's made a couple of appearances this season on Ghost Hunters. So he'll be on. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I'll have Dustin Pari on June 15th. And then the 29th, I have David. I apologize if I'm saying this wrong, but Glidden, it's Glidden. He has a Haunting History Paracon coming up in October, and he's going to come on to promote that. So that's where I'm at, June 29th. My next opening is July 6th. So I hope you guys join me every week for that. Let me check on my guest. All right. Looks like he's active. He's back. So he should be coming in with us in a second. I apologize. I know this is October 4th. I will be on M&S Spirit Cast podcast, and that would be 6 p.m. Eastern time. But that's October 4th. They're a little bit more popular than me. They're booked till October. So check them out. Like and follow their page. Also, Bad to the Bone Paranormal, and also Shadow Zone Paranormal. Shadow Zone's pretty much blowing up. I mean, they have the Global United Network. They have the PD. I'm going to mess this up. It's PD. I share there too. I apologize, guys, but they're creating a network and blowing up, and really awesome. It's Brian James and Eldon, who I worked with to kind of put a fraud, out of our way. So yeah, I have a lot of exciting stuff coming up, which is going to be awesome. What else? I have some events. So 423 is Strauss Mansion. The 22nd, 23rd is Para Unity. The August 19th through the 22nd is Gettysburg Battlefield Bash. I'll be live at all those. October 27th and 29th, I will be at the Warren's thing. Maybe. And then Randolph County. I am going to attempt to drive out to Randolph County for Halloween. The 30th, 31st. They're doing an event at Randolph County, kind of like I don't know if they're doing something special for that, but I'm going to try to make it out there for that. And then June, I might go to Hinsdale, but September 23rd and the 24th, I'll be at Hinsdale. And then next year, I've been invited to the Potographs for Pooches event, so I can live stream from there. So that's going to be awesome. I'm like, this is great. So I hope you guys join me for all this. And let me see what sorry guys. Now I'm fresh out of stuff that's going on. Let's see. Yes, Hinsdale. I might go in June too. There's an event there. Tim Mail, who I love to pieces. As you guys know, he's been on the show, I think 3 or 4 times now. He does that Potographs for Pooches. They're having an event at Hinsdale in June. Here he is.
Oh,
Hello.
hello.
That's okay. I was boring them to death with all the stuff I have coming up. So.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
So anything's more exciting than that.
Oh my gosh, this really just irritates the crap out of me.
It's good, man. It's good. It happens. It wouldn't be a normal Paranormal Brew episode if there was it went off.
Right.
It went
Nothing.
off with smooth sailing.
And haywire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's really weird. I mean, I don't even have internet on my phone. Like my carrier is down.
wow.
And so
Well,
I had to reboot the modem.
You know, what's crazy is the only time that I didn't have technical difficulties was when Jason Hawes came on. And I thought for sure I was
That
going
you
to
were
mess
gonna-
up there. I thought for
Right.
sure something was going to go wrong. I was like, there's
Right.
no way. And it went off without a hitch.
Right.
So, and then now I get paid back for it.
Right?
So how you doing, sir?
I'm not doing too bad. Just been
Everybody,
working
please
and-
welcome my wonderful, awesome guest, Jay Hill. As I said many, many times today, Studio 6 Paranormal Podcast, also medium. Now, do you consider yourself a psychic medium or just
Yes.
medium? A psychic medium. Okay.
Yeah.
So all day
Mhm.
today I've been saying medium, so I apologize. I didn't know that. The
Oh
psychic
no, that's fine. No, that's fine. There's quite a few people that really don't know the difference. So
Right.
That's fine.
So why don't you take us from the beginning of when you started to get into this and maybe explain to people the difference? You know.
Well, actually, I probably wasn't. I've always been gifted, so to speak. I didn't realize how gifted I was until probably after my stroke. I had in 2013, and yeah, it was kind of like 7 years of or 6 years of it kind of sucks.
Hey, you had a stroke?
Yeah, 2013.
Wow.
You didn't know that?
I feel like I heard you say that, but I feel like now I'm like, wow, he's pretty young. You know,
I was 42.
That's young.
That is young. I was a big drinker. I did my share of drugs. I'm an addict I've been an addict my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of have to go back to kind of go forward. So,
right.
When I was younger, in my teenage years, I was into the wrong crowd, and I was always into running away from whatever life had thrown at me. So if I could drink it, or if I could smoke it, or if I could take it in a pill form, that's where I was. So after growing up and having a couple failed marriages and a plethora of health issues, and it just finally caught up with me.
Mm-hmm.
And during that time, I've always known that I've been gifted. I've always had abilities where I have been in contact with the paranormal to some degree. I've had a ton of different personal experiences, pretty much everywhere I lived. And, it was one of those things where, yeah, I was fascinated about it, and I didn't really know too much about it when I was in my 20s until I had got pulled off a bed.
Oh.
I was actually living in a haunted apartment, and it was after I had accepted Christ and changed my life around and wanted to quit doing what I was doing, but that didn't quite take. And that night I was ripped off the bed, and this entity was saying that I own you, and how could you do this to me? And because I was into some pretty bad stuff when I was younger. So fast forward a little bit more, I basically was still drinking and doing drugs and other things that I was still running, so to speak, and I would still have these moments of spirit trying to get my attention, and so fast forward a little further, I had met Tina, and I knew that I wanted to be with her, so I was praying and asking that I need to quit drinking, I need to quit this stuff, and spirit basically said to me, you can't bring that to the table. So I said, okay. And then the next morning I woke up with a stroke.
Wow.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
So after that, things started becoming a little bit more clear, and about 3 years ago, I decided that I was going to put together a paranormal team, and explore my gifts, and here I am.
Here you are.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a really strong person to pull yourself out of a dark place like that, and to be able to turn that into something positive.
Right.
So thank you so much for being here, and thank you for pushing yourself, to do that, because
it
honestly,
wasn't easy.
I believe that that you're shown the path, but you yourself has to choose to take it. You know what I mean? And that can be hard when when you're in a certain place, and so it takes a lot. So I mean, it adds a whole another level of respect from me to you, to be able to do something like that. I'm very, very thankful that I've met you.
Yes, I would agree.
And you're in my
I am
life.
very thankful. Yes, I'm grateful.
Yeah, and had you not done that, who knows where you would be.
Right. If I hadn't made that choice to, well, I would. Let's put it this way: when I had my stroke, because I didn't want to remember. I wanted all of my drinking and all that to go away. I just wanted to go away, but I knew that it was going to be a battle with me. But when I had my stroke, I woke up, and the first thing I used to do when I would wake up was look forward to coming home from work, and not even being at work yet, and coming home and drinking, and remembering what it tasted like. I woke up and I couldn't even remember what alcohol tasted like.
Oh wow!
I had no desire to drink. That's when I knew something was wrong, and I had a major anxiety attack, and and other things, and I went a day and a half like that until I talked to my doctor, and my doctor noticed there was something wrong with me, and he says, "You need to get to the hospital right now." So I had been I was like a day behind.
Oh wow!
And I had went to work the next day.
Oh wow!
And had another episode at work, and then I'm like, okay, I don't remember how I got home.
Right.
So after going through all that, and then realizing that God's got a plan for me, and the Spirit says, okay, this is it was a long road, but
it's definitely, you're on that road forever, though. You know what I mean? Like it's a constant. You're constantly have to there's going to be days where it's harder than some.
Yeah, it still is. I mean, because I was told, Spirit basically told me that taste is going to come back. You're going to know what it tastes like again. You're going to have that desire. It's going to be in about 6 months. And like clockwork, 6 months, boom, that hit. And I woke up and I'm like, I know what alcohol tastes like now, and I want to drink.
Right.
But I didn't, and it's been since 2013. So this February, it would have been, 9 years?
Good.
Yeah.
Good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
That is awesome. I mean, that's just fantastic.
Yeah. So
and I applaud your strength and getting here. I'm not applauding what you went through, obviously. I'm just
right. No.
I'm applauding like everything that you've been through to get here, and I think it's with those things, I think that's where the genuinity, I don't even know if that's a word, but it is now. The genuinity comes from you. I totally feel I feel your heart and your soul, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's everything that comes from you is positive. It's love, it's light, and and you may not think this some days, but it totally, it's all surrounded by you.
Oh yeah. I always tell people, be your genuine self.
Mm-hmm.
You know, be as true and genuine to yourself as you can. You know, so
Absolutely.
I try to live
So,
that every day.
here's Ian. He's checking in from the UK, just so you know. So we have
Okay.
UK watching. It's awesome. Hi, Ian. And he's actually the one they do. He's with King Voodoo. Does all of my does the music that I
Oh,
do
okay.
on my videos. So
Kudos
uh,
on that. That's awesome.
yeah, they're great. I mean, they don't do music for me, but they've allowed
Right.
me to
Right. Right. Right.
they
Right.
allowed
Right.
me to
Right.
use their
Right.
music.
Right.
I want to be
Right.
clear. I don't want anybody. um, So they allow me to use their music. So I always give
Mhm.
them a shout out. I love them. They're awesome. I'm trying to get them to come to the States so I can actually see them play.
Right.
I
Right.
love it.
Right. Right.
So when did you, so right away, did you start? I mean, did your gift get
Oh no,
stronger?
it took a while. It probably took hit and miss over after my stroke. Probably hit and miss every year. It got a little better, a little this, but I didn't recognize it or activate it completely till about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it was on like gangbusters, and then it
Yeah.
was yeah.
Then did you have to figure out how to shut it off? Or did you know how to do that?
I knew it was funny you say that because um, my mentor, excuse me, my mentor, Shauna Marie, who's a fantastic medium, um, she says, you don't need any help in that matter. Because when she was going to mentor me, I was going to take her class.
Mhm.
And and she says, no, I can't put you in with other people. She's like, you'll get bored way too easy. I have
'Cause
a
you're already
very short attention span.
mhm.
But she said the stuff that yeah, I'm gonna do one
Exactly.
on one. Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
and I knew that, but once I got to the point where after I took her class and this and that, and I am no better than anybody else. I still I'm always learning,
Yes.
constantly, and that's the one thing I've learned from April Reset is that you're always learning, you know, and so that's the mentality I have to have.
Right.
I don't think I'm advanced in really any way. I just know stuff that I don't really know why I know that. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you know why? Because I do talk to a lot of people. Tom Springer on who hosts on BB3 TV, and
Hmm.
he's in the same boat. I mean, he said, "I don't know how I do
Yeah.
this. I
Hmm.
don't know
Hmm.
how I know the things I know.
Right.
I just
Right.
know these things for some
Yep.
reason.
Hmm.
Some people are I don't necessarily want to say blessed like that, but I mean, but some people just it's almost like an artist. Somebody can just wake up and just draw.
Right.
Or
Right.
somebody
Right.
can
Or somebody can play the piano, or
yeah,
somebody could, yeah. It's I don't want to say prodigy because that's
but it is. You're using a part of your brain
right.
and that's not that most people aren't in tune to.
Hmm. Right. And I've
So
always been that way, but I just never used it.
mhm,
For certain things I did. Well, I should say when I was, younger in my 20s, I could easily sense and kind of see things that I shouldn't. And I always knew there was a paranormal side of me, but it wasn't until, like I said, 3 years ago that I really just opened up the door. But yeah, I mean, it's,
so did you so when you were opening up the door, were you more wanting to do because you saying you started a group,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So did
I
you want
wanted
to
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
did
the
you want to do more of
investigations.
the
Yeah, oh, yeah. Hmm.
investigation? Or did you
Yeah,
wanna do more of the because I noticed, like, sometimes, like, when if you're focused more on the medium, the psychic medium part of it, you're not doing that much of the investigating part of side of things, because 'cause you're more
yeah.
focused over here. I mean, I think they're wonderful things to try to combine, but
I really wanted to do the investigating. I really wanted to, but I wanted to, because I was just starting to really open that door for my mediumship, and I wanted to incorporate that. And something just didn't feel right. something felt. I mean, I had a hard time getting investigations lined up because I was, the founder, so I was doing all the work, but I just, there was certain times where we would get some here or there or whatever, but I kind of had this like spirit say, yeah, you're on the right path, but I think that's you're you're limiting yourself, and that's the way I felt. I was limiting myself, and then once I realized that I had to get over the stigmata of myself of saying, I'm a psychic medium, and had to own that, and that was hard for me to buy.
Well, I think your path is to help people. I mean, when you're doing mediumship and stuff like that, you're helping people to cope with losing loved ones, and this and that. So sometimes that's where your path pushes you. I mean, I think if it was me, I would want to use it more like you. I would want to use it more for the investigative side of things. You know what I mean? And
right.
But
I still try to incorporate the two. If somebody needs a medium for their walkthrough on their investigation, I'll be more than happy to go. And I've done that a couple times, and that is rewarding in itself.
Yeah.
For my paranormal investigative side of me, what I mean? It's like, okay.
Absolutely.
But helping people, I've been helping people since I can remember.
Me too. But
yeah. Yeah, I always tell these people this. I'm a type of guy that in high school, I had more girlfriends than guy friends because of the fact that I was a good listener.
Right. You like the company of women, and you could cater.
But none of them wanted to date me, and and I just thought that it's like I'm like I only have half a glass full here. What's the deal? But that's the way it was. I was always there when somebody needed somebody or to help them, and a lot of them happened to be in high school, females, but it was just really weird. I'm like, what's wrong with me? You wouldn't want to date me, but that was teenage boys angst and thinking of,
Yeah. So, I mean, but women do pick. I mean, like I have a lot of guy friends.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do have my Peaches, and I have Kayla.
Right.
I mean, I have my friends, my girls that are like my circle that can't break it. I mean, that's not going to change. You know what I mean? I have my circle of girls that I love, and not too many people stay there. And I do have that core set of girls that just, you're included in that.
I know.
And April, and you know what I mean? Like, like there's these core set of women that, and Pam Barry, like these core set of women that they're my rocks, and
right.
I'm there so I get that. But I do all through high school, I tend to gravitate more towards men for friendships and stuff. Like I get along with men. I had 6 brothers though. You know what I mean? So I'm used to being around that male energy.
Yeah, I grew up with 3 older sisters.
Right. Yeah.
So.
So tell me your first profound experience. Was it on the mediumship side, or was it on the ghost paranormal side? Ajing from Indonesia is checking in. Hey, Ajing. So we have UK and Indonesia checking in. So that's awesome. Meg, I believe we answered this question because she said, what kind of gift does Jay have? But I think we were talking.
Psychic medium gift, yeah.
So what was I mean, I think your experience that you had when you had your stroke was probably pretty profound.
Yeah,
I mean, if you were to
where I was on death's door, that was kind of because I felt like when I had that anxiety and I was driving, so I was going to church that morning and I was having anxiety. I felt you've had anxiety, but not like this.
Right.
I mean, I felt like it was a cross between being scared and fear. I mean, it's all that encapsulated together.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I was going to die, and I didn't know what was going on, because when I really started to realize that something's not right, I would read the pamphlet for church or read something, everything was in German. I couldn't read it.
Oh, interesting.
Because my brain could not.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I started losing my speech. I lost part of my left side or my right side, and then once I went to the hospital and they said, "Yeah, you had a stroke." Okay,
Right.
you know. So, but you know that was pretty profound right there. But I would have to say that when I was in that apartment back in my 20s with an ex-girlfriend, I went through the tour of that apartment. It was an upstairs apartment. It was the only red house on the block,
Mm-hmm.
and it was kind of creepy. And it was so old that the chiming, the doorbell on the back door, you had to wind it to chime it. That's how old this place was.
Yes, I used to make noise.
So
That's
yeah, so I, you know, I walked in there and I walked through myself, and I instantly got visions of blood on the wall, a little girl huddled in the corner of the closet in a nightgown, and whole 9 yards. And I felt this dread of this anger and all that. And I thought I tried to brush it off, but when I slept in the other room one night after, it was when we were going to break up, and we were in separate rooms. That's when I heard the growl, and that's when I kind of just was so tired and I fell asleep. That's when I got pulled off the bed.
right.
And that was the only time that I felt like I wanted my mother. I was so scared, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I got back in bed, and then I had this whole thing, and I must have passed out. I don't remember. I was so scared I probably not blacked out, and then I woke up in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and I had terrifying dreams, and I was like, yeah. And shortly after that, I moved out of
Yeah.
there.
I mean, it's surprising me because not only you, but when I had Sherry D. Benedetti on, you know, I mean, her first experience was frightening like that. I mean, that would frighten somebody, but for, you know, to the point where, I mean, I even asked her, I go, how did you go towards the paranormal and not away from it, being so scared, you know, having such a frightening experience?
Yeah, it just didn't. I don't know. It just it pushed me more into it.
Right.
If anything, I mean, if anything, I was more active and kind of researching and running into that. I really didn't have to run into anything. It always ran into me.
Right. Right.
And now I know why.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know who I am. You know,
Right.
so it was just easier because I was like, why is all this stuff happening? Well, because I know that I have a bright light, and I know that the other side, the dark side, I would say, has always been trying to extinguish it with everything. I got spiritually attacked this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible dreams last night, and you know, just negativity this morning. And I was like, gosh, and I guarded myself before I left the house. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Which is so crazy to me because you're such a I mean, you just reek positivity, light, and love. You know what I mean? Like, so, and that might be one of the reasons. I was just having a
I've
conversation
been
with
told
somebody
that
else
before, that they don't like my light because of the fact that
of all the good you did.
there's something more to it. I mean, yeah, and I don't really know what. I won't know until either I'm dead, you know, or what. But you know, I know that there are some plateaus and some things that are going to be happening soon with me, because I look at my timeline and I see spikes on a calendar. It's just really weird.
Almost like an EKG,
Yep. Yeah.
right?
Yeah, pretty much. And I see spikes attached to dates, and yeah, and I started doing that last year, and those dates came true. I mean,
Really?
all those dates that I saw high spikes were, one of them was when I did a gallery reading. I didn't know I was going to do it 4 months before, but when I was like, okay, that makes sense. You know, so I try not to look too far into it because of the fact that I don't want to see my line stop.
Oh, I
not
can't
not that I would say that I would see that, but you know, I just that's just a little. I have what is it called? irrational fear.
Mm.
You know, where you kind of worry about the dumbest things.
I'm with you though. I worry about, like, I will lay in bed at night and worry about dying. And I've been like that my whole life though. Like since there's like people always tell me like there's periods you go through. Like they'll be like when you're like, I remember when I was like 10 is when it started. 10.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of like went away for a little bit, but came back. Like it comes back, it comes in waves. You know what I'm saying? And like it's never out of my head,
Right.
but and as you're getting older, think about those things more and more and more and more, and I'm like, great, I'm screwed, because if I was thinking like about that like that when I was 10, I can't imagine what I'm going to be thinking about like that, when I get older.
Right. Yeah. I go through that. I go through that at night too. I mean, it's just not so much about dying, but
yeah,
it's kind of just.
Well, I mean, you have a reason to have all these, worries and thoughts and stuff like that. I mean, because you never know when something's going to try to get in there and attack, or
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh, yeah.
Aside from your spikes in your calendar, you know what I mean? Like you
It's so weird that I said that. I don't really tell people that, but that was just funny. I just thought of it. I'm like, that's okay. I'll tell it anyways.
So earlier in the week, Jay says, where are you doing your show from? Are you doing it from a haunted location? And I said, I haven't thought about it. Let me work on that, because originally I'm staying with Megan, so she was like, oh, you could do it in my room and this and that, I said, let me work on that. And I knew there's 3 people, 3 places that I can ask. I'm friends with, and luckily, I found a spot. So I'm here. But before the show, I said, you said that you started writing stuff down after we talked. I didn't know. Was that after that? After I said I found somewhere?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
No, it was that. It was. I was on break and I was at work, and that's when I asked you that question in text in the messenger, and you said, "You'll let me work on that."
Yeah.
That's okay. Oh, and then you said you found a place, and that's when my brain went.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
And you, and then you said you were writing stuff down.
I was writing stuff down. One of the first things I saw was a highway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you travel on a highway to get to Gettysburg, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Did somebody cut you off
on my way here?
Yeah, or did you swear at a driver, or did you?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I also saw this in the front of the building. All I got was white. Is it a white building?
No, but
no. Are there pillars?
What next to? The house next to. The house next to the building is white and has pillars.
Okay. Maybe that's what I was seeing. Okay.
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep. Which? What? I was going to say something personal. Was up for sale at one point, and I wanted to buy it. Just so you know.
Okay. Is there a fruit tree on the property?
Next door? No.
No. I saw like a peach tree or something like that.
Peach. Well, we were at the peach orchard.
Okay.
It's not on the property though.
Okay, so maybe that I was picking up some of your random thoughts. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I was working though too, so I was trying to multitask. Okay, was there a caretaker at? I'm going to include the other building now because I'm thinking that it might be. I might have been connected more to the other building, but I'm just saying, was there ever a caretaker for either one of these?
Yes. Was there a caretaker?
Somebody who had passed within the last 30 years.
For here? No. Next door, do you know anything about next door?
No, they're still there.
They sold it though.
Right here next door?
The White House.
That's
With the pillars.
right.
Where am I at? I'm all opposite. It was for sale. It was like when was that? It was for sale for about a year.
I'm not thinking the same place as you are.
It's the one, if you walk up a little, it might not be directly. It was like either next door or the one up. It was like for sale for like $225. And it's zoned business or residential.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, see, I don't know if there was a caretaker.
Okay. So,
Sorry.
but no, that's fine. But I also had gotten letters, gold letters. That's all I know. Gold letters, lettering.
Gold letters.
Mm-hmm. And then I saw one with a swing on the porch. So,
where's the swing on the porch? This might be. I mean, it might not. You might have just been picking up on stuff with me.
It very well could be. You know what I mean?
And not here.
Which that has happened before. I actually had a medium give me a reading, and she was picking up on the mansion where I was 2 hours before.
Right.
And picking up all this different stuff. And I was like, oh, that sounds like the mansion. And then she would describe it. I'm like, okay, so that doesn't surprise me that some of this stuff isn't kind of connecting because of the fact that has happened before. So
yeah. Well, no worries though. I'm sure.
Yeah.
It will make sense and come up, whether it's, future now, whatever, you know what I mean?
Right. So, yeah. And it very well could be that, eventually it could be like, oh yeah, that hits home or something,
Absolutely.
So yeah, but so where you're at now. Oh, I gotta hang on a minute. Let's see. Did I open it up?
Oh goodness. You see this? Now they know this only because like when I go live and I'm driving through Gettysburg. I've actually been pretty good about it, except for,
today.
Taryn Square.
Okay. Okay. So the place you're at now, I have a picture that I look at and it helps me to focus.
Do your thing.
Oh.
Do your thing and take your time.
Is there a barn on the property? Or was there a barn on the property?
Mm-mm.
I see a barn. Where the base is stone.
Okay.
And I see a wheelbarrow. I
Mhm. The wheelbarrow. You're going in the right direction.
Part of a carriage. Is there like a carriage wheel?
Ding ding.
Okay, carriage wheel. Because I saw this whole carriage, and all of a sudden, all of it disappeared except for the wheel.
Okay.
That's funny.
Yes.
I'm getting a like an old time outfit, like with a bonnet, women's like it almost looks like museum like
Mm-hmm.
like it's like blue with white.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird that there's nobody in that dress. All I see is just this dress and like it almost looks like a mannequin.
Yep.
And then
Absolutely.
I see like it's like roped off this room, almost like when you walk into a museum and you see like an old history thing and it's kind of roped off, and then
Mm-hmm.
it's got, but it looks like a kitchen. There's a big fireplace behind it.
So it looks like a kitchen. Well, I'm in the kitchen.
Okay.
There's no fireplace, but I am in the kitchen. Now, I don't know. Is there one upstairs? Is there one upstairs?
No, but there would have been a fireplace here.
But there would have been a fireplace.
There would have been a fireplace there.
Okay.
It was like I keep seeing a stone fireplace. I mean, I like big round stones.
Correct. You are correct, sir.
All right. Did it? I see snow.
Mm-hmm.
Did it snow recently there? Like within?
You guys didn't get those snow squalls?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Okay. Now I have to kind of step back. Sometimes when I do remote, it's kind of I get too close to an object. It's like right here in my face. I have to stand back.
Do your thing. You're doing awesome.
Was there a pantry?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see a door. It's like a white handle, old time doorknob, kind of loose. The pantry itself is good size.
Mm.
I mean, it's not huge, but I mean, it's
Yeah.
okay. Was that place ever used as a base or like for the military back in the Civil War? Not like a base, but like where they would bring either wounded soldiers or.
Absolutely.
Okay. because I see one of them laying in the pantry.
Mm.
I'm getting. I see this guy that he's got a gray hat on, but he's older gentleman, beard, like big beard, but it's kind of like gray in the middle. He's kind of like not really barking orders, but directing.
Mm-hmm.
I see he's wearing suspenders. It kind of looks like a farmer.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like he's still part of that property where he's still doing the same thing, directing, trying to. There should be a lot of stomping there.
Mm-hmm.
You heard voices there too?
Yes.
A male and a female. This
Yes.
guy that I see, he's stuck in a loop, which is sad.
Stuck in a loop.
Mm-hmm. Where a spirit doesn't really realize their past. They kind of just stick there and they do the same thing over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
I see two kids upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
A boy and a girl. But the girl is really faint. But the boy is pretty prominent.
Makes sense. 1,000%.
Okay. And he's a little pistol.
Yes.
Runs a lot.
Yes.
And she's like half there, half not. So evidently
maybe she's not from here. Maybe.
No, I think that she's. I don't know. I've never seen that. I've never seen half and half. It's like you're half in, half out. That's weird.
Maybe she was at another maybe she was like a playmate. She could have been like somebody that
they seem like siblings.
Oh.
But like maybe she crossed and he hasn't.
Okay.
But that's the only thing I can think of is that because she's really faint, I can see right through her.
Mm-hmm.
But he's solid as a rock. Do any of your windows shake?
Yeah.
That's something I've never heard. Your windows like rattle, like that is freaking bizarre. I'm like, and not one at a time, like a lot of them at the same time.
Mm-hmm. That's a good. Megan said maybe she's just his memory of her.
Yeah, that very well could be.
And when you were talking about the loop, Mom says, would that be residual? And that could be. Otherwise,
it could be, but I see him as a solid figure.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Usually, if they're residual, it's more or less I can kind of see through them.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes with the little girl too. She could be residual, but I feel that they interact with each other. You know what I mean? Or he tries to interact, or or that's his memory of her saying, because she's always, what I get was she yells at him, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, but it kind of like falls on deaf ears. But
Mm-hmm.
maybe he remembers it that way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, the window thing was weird. You have an attic, I'm assuming.
Yes.
You got some spirits up there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I just got cold. Multiple. I mean, like different people.
Mm-hmm.
Teenage girl in a nightgown, huddled in the corner, and then there's a soldier up there, still clenching his gun.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a couple minions, I call them, running around causing trouble, but they're like man-made created, emotional created,
Okay.
like from all the anger, all the gunshot, all the emotion,
Mm-hmm.
and but I don't think they interact. I see those two up there now, but of the girl and the soldier. From what I understand, he's not understanding. He's waiting. He's still waiting for orders.
Okay. Yep.
He doesn't want to leave his post.
Yes.
He gets angry if you try to tell him what to do. Then that little girl that teenage girl is just sitting there, not observing everything, which is weird in itself because that makes me wonder if it's something nefarious.
If it's something what?
Nefarious, evil, in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
From what I'm getting, she's never said anything. She's a watcher, is what she is. She's a watcher, and that's watchers to me are 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see.
You don't feel pressure to keep going. I mean, you know what I mean? Like if you
No. I usually, when I go down this rabbit hole, it's kind of like, where else can I go?
Yeah. Go ahead.
You have boilers in the basement,
Had?
or were there boilers in the basement? Because I saw two of them.
Mm-mm. Then again, this could be
Right, right. But I had also saw.
Yeah.
But I also saw that when I was probably looking at the other house too.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know
Yeah.
what they have.
Right. But the main floor, like where you're at, and our surrounding areas there's a lot of foot traffic.
Yes.
I hear creaks, foot traffic, stops, sweeps, like somebody turning. Knocks on a door.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you definitely have the man there. I try to do comparison Did you ever watch that show? This is going to sound really weird. Did you ever watch that show, Pawn Stars?
Yes.
Okay. There was a guy that looked like an Amish guy that used to help Rick in validating some things of what they were worth. He
Mhm.
would come in a hat and it had a big beard. And this is what this guy reminds me of.
Okay.
Yeah, he used to like do coins and ask, tell Rick what they were worth, if they were worth anything, and this and that. So yeah, and I'm not seeing anything else outside. I really haven't looked outside. I looked out the window, but I mean, and that's when I saw snow. So I don't know
Right.
if that has anything to do with it or whatever, but okay, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine.
So,
And you
okay.
and I mean you did pretty good. I mean, as this was a carriage house at one point.
Okay.
So the carriage thing.
Carriage trimming shop.
A what?
Carriage.
A carriage trimming shop. I'm sorry. I keep saying carriage house. So seeing the carriage and seeing, this and that, and there is a little boy here for sure.
Mm-hmm. He's a pistol. Holy crap.
There's a little boy here. There's also a man.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to fill in the rest. I mean, like as far as, I have Kayla here who, she's very familiar with the property. So so I do know there's a little boy. I do know the carriage was like right on.
Mm-hmm.
The pantry with the white handle.
Mm-hmm.
Or the older pantry that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, has the loose. Yes.
It has a very loose doorknob.
It is.
Because I could hear it. Yeah, because I could hear it.
Our pantry used to be the staircase down here.
So the pantry used to lead to
down here
to the staircase to go downstairs where I'm at now. They want you on screen. She doesn't like it.
Thanks though.
So she's saying that yes, and then the door handle is loose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yes, you're correct there for sure.
Okay.
I'm trying. Now, this is on a busy road, so and it's a very old home, pre-Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
So when the trucks and stuff go by,
all the windows move, and that's
yes.
what I said. I was like, okay, I was thinking one window, but I'm like, why are all of them shaking?
Yeah, they all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially
so
during bike week.
Yeah, during bike week and stuff like that, when the traffic goes up and down, all the windows shake. Yep. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. I was like, why are all the windows shaking? I'm like, who's doing that? Yeah.
Now, the man that he described could be Andrew, but he's not residual, but he does do the trimming every day.
So she's saying, did you hear her? I don't know if you can hear her. Okay. Yeah. So there is a gentleman here, Andrew, that does the same thing every day. She said that he's not residual, but he does do the same thing every day.
Okay.
Because he will interact with me.
Because he interacts with people, with her, and I don't know if anybody else. Yeah.
Right. But
so
there's a small window of that interaction with him. So it could be a different interaction every time.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like he's still working.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, that's what I see. Busyness
and intelligently responded to me when I've seen him, because I told you the story.
Mm-hmm.
And then the soldier that's always on duty,
the soldier is confirmed.
He knows that he's passed, but he doesn't want to leave.
And he gets mad when people tell him that. Yeah, he gets upset. He doesn't want to leave his post. He's still waiting on orders. And, but I see him up in the attic.
Mm-hmm.
He overlooks I'm assuming there's a window up there. There's got to be a window, or there was a window. No. Okay.
No.
Maybe that would be me just thinking that because it's an attic has a window. That's
Right.
Right.
and that's normal. That happens.
Yeah.
But he's still clenching his gun, just sitting there.
Yeah.
So,
So that's what Kayla said. She said that
He's very protective over the property and of us. So
yeah. So he doesn't, he's still kind of protecting the property as he would, you know.
right. So that's
Then-
why when I asked him, defensive immediately.
Mhm.
You know.
It's almost like as if he's afraid somebody's going to say you have to go,
Right.
you know, and
Right.
he's defending,
Right.
you know.
Right.
I never do that.
No, I know
I
that,
know.
but
If I was here, I would probably
yeah,
pitch a fit.
yeah, no, but I
Right.
mean, in his mind,
Right.
you know, or in his wherever realm he's in or wherever he's at, I mean, he's probably worried that people would try to get, you know, if they knew he was there or want him to go.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
Right.
and
Right.
he's not doing that.
Right. No. And that's the whole thing. And that's why when I went up to him and I asked him and I wanted to just say, you know, do you realize you're deceased? And that's when he's basically saying, you know, go away, you know, which is fine because it's only a split second interaction.
Mhm.
So and that is totally, you know, I'm not among the type of people that as a psychic medium saying all spirits have to cross over.
Right.
We have freedom of choice here. We have freedom of choice on the other side.
Right.
You don't want to leave? Don't. If you want help, then come to me. You know what I mean? And so that's my mentality.
Last night, I meant to tell you, as I slept here, I meant to tell you, I was hearing like crinkling of a bag. It wasn't.
There is no bags in there that you're sleeping. So
I was like, "What the hell was that?" It was like at my feet, and it sounded like it was like this crinkling noise over and over and over again. So I was like, "Should I get my recorder out? Like, what else should I do right now?" And I'm like, "No, I can't do that," you know. But it lasted for like about a minute. I totally forgot to tell you. It lasted for like a minute, and then it just stopped. And I felt at that time, I don't know if I just got kind of like weirded out because I didn't know what it was and I didn't want to look, you know, because it's your house, you know, and it's, you know, it's.
well, you're welcome to get up and look around, but
I
you know,
know. I didn't want to like encourage any, you know what I mean, without
No.
you there or
Oh.
whatever. But
I trust you.
so there was stuff happening to me last night, you know. So I'll tell you, I'm at the oldest part of this house. So it's the Ghost of Gettysburg, Mark Nesbitt's place,
Headquarters, yeah.
the headquarters, which you said 30. Mark's been here 30 years. He hasn't passed or anything like that, but he's a licensed battlefield guide and a park ranger
for 6 years.
for 6 years. You know, he writes books. So he's been in the Gettysburg, he's the Ghost of Gettysburg for 30 years. So you did bring up 30. Empty bag of chips you ate. No, I wasn't moving.
You did it in your sleep.
Oh my
In
goodness.
her defense,
you were sleepy.
Yeah, there was no chips. I did get a thing of crackers, but I was not doing that at that time. You know, that's what made me go, oh, I'm kind of hungry. So I don't know. I don't know if that's what the point was, but all right. So there's a couple questions.
Okay.
This is actually Darren. He's my only streamer on Paranormal Brew. He's a good friend of mine. So I you know, we do this together. So he's coming in as Paranormal Brew, but it's his question. What has been the most craziest investigation you've been on?
I've yet to be on the craziest one.
You have yet to be?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. everyone I've gone, it's been cool. Crazy. Dealing with I would have to say, dealing with some type of non-human in a basement, that I know is still there at a certain place in town, gives me the willies.
Yeah.
And is in
Wouldn't
the
you
basement and sits there and doesn't move unless you poke it with a stick, type thing. And yeah, gives me the willies. I try not to think about it because I don't like to remote view, because then I'll put my conscience there, and then he'll wake up, and it's just
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's probably it that I can.
He's also.
What's my favorite place to remote view?
I think we know what mine would be if I could do it.
The Stanley Hotel.
Oh.
In Estes Park. I've been there twice, so I anywhere I remote, and it doesn't even have to be a haunted location. I like to remote view the Rocky Mountains whenever I can.
If I could remote view, I would remote view Gettysburg every day.
Yeah, I mean, I do sometimes.
Not,
I mean,
not for paranormal reasons, just so I can put myself
right.
there.
The girl that I'm in the Elizabeth, who's another medium, is part of the Paranormal and the Funhouse group. We do live readings on Twitch, and I'm going to be doing that after this. And we take turns in helping each other with remote viewing. You know, she'll hide something in her house, and I got to find it.
Okay.
Or I'll hide something, and she has to find it. You know, we've done that a couple times, and with some pretty good results. You know, it's
awesome.
It's fun. Yeah. So, but yeah.
Maybe I'll add Taryn as my guest star on my guest list after my PC fixed in 2 days. Go ahead, Steve. What equipment do you like to use instead of yourself?
My phone. For to get EVPs. I have an excellent recorder that came with my phone. So
we were just talking about this last night because I have not used my phone. Kayla's like, I put my phone on airplane mode, and I do EVPs and stuff, and she actually got some pretty cool. That's like your biz if you want to say it, but
yeah.
But she got some pretty compelling stuff on her phone from her, and I just thought about that. I was like literally trying to think of like how I could use my phone to record, because I'm always going live, when I'm doing investigation. So
I usually do. I usually have my phone on record when I do my show. When I was at the mansion, I still haven't listened to like 2 or 3 episodes on my phone because I just don't have the time to do that.
Yeah.
But I know I caught something a couple times. I've built a couple different spirit boxes myself that I haven't really used. Just, I don't know. Yeah, a recorder and maybe an EMF detector, But.
That's okay, Darren. That's fine.
Oh, Darren's the one who's telling me to come on.
Yes. What do you think, it was me?
Tisk, tisk, Darren. Tisk, tisk.
Does anybody have any questions for Jay? Where you go? There she is. She made a
Thank you for making an appearance for me.
You're welcome.
I think this was awesome what you did, Jay.
Yeah,
I think you did an awesome.
It's been fun.
Yeah. Hi. You did like and the carriage thing that was interesting to me, because I didn't even know that until today and yesterday or today when we were talking. I did not know that this was a carriage trimming shop. So when you said carriage,
when I saw the carriage and I saw the rest would go away in the wheel, and it just makes sense that it's a shop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that to me was like, wow, okay.
Yeah. Cool. And you know what? When people are doing this, I like to validate because I feel like it helps you. I could be wrong, but I don't, because I don't do this very often. You do this too. So, I mean, I feel like it kind of helps you to get a little bit stronger during that reading if you're validating.
That validation is a encouraging tool. That for me, anyways. I mean, to get the validation that you need is also a confidence builder as well.
Right.
You know,
I think
so
some of the stuff he was picking up on wasn't here; it was next door.
Right.
yeah.
Because some of the stuff that he made a comment on, I was shaking my head no for here, but it's actually happened across the street.
So across the street.
Okay, like
The little girl technically isn't here.
Which is probably why you're seeing half in, half out.
Right. She lived across the street.
Okay.
She lived across the street.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But the little boy is definitely here and he runs amok, but we love him.
Yeah, there's a little boy at the mansion where I would do my show, and his name's Eddie, and yeah, he scares the bejesus out of some of the cleaning ladies on purpose, just because he runs.
Our soldier does that actually. He will scare the bejesus out of people.
Mm-hmm.
Fun of it.
A little stinker.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I'm in the kitchen. I chose the kitchen because the kitchen area and up is the oldest part of this house. It's 1833.
Okay.
So that's why I did that. I wanted to be in the old. I mean, that's just me. So Rick said, is the boy around the age of 8 or 10?
I would say 6 to 7, maybe. Yes. I want to say, 6 to 7.
Yep. Taryn, do you have abilities? So
she's got quite a few abilities, but
I don't.
That's a whole different show.
I can be, if I put myself into the moment. I definitely have gone to locations when I'm investigating, and I've picked up on certain people that have been there. It doesn't happen often. I'm more of, I go in and I open drawers and I'm trying to find a natural cause for whatever it is that's happening.
Right.
I'm clairaudient. I can hear, not all the time. Again, not all the time. That's more frequent than me picking up on people or certain attributes or seeing people. I rarely see anything. But I've been told by my friends that I am sensitive and I can do this, but I just don't open up to it, and I don't know why. But I don't.
Timing is everything.
So,
like I always say, I was born into it. I didn't choose to be into it.
Right. I ran from it, so
I did for a long time.
Yeah.
We leave toys for him to play with all the time.
So Leah said there used to be a little boy spirit in our apartment. He used to play with toys.
So
yeah, we do that too at the mansion. I bought him a couple toys.
So I did a live. We did a live here, me and Kayla, one time, and I'm standing over here, and all of a sudden this little ball, a blow ball.
I think it's actually over there on her counter.
Comes out of no, like literally, I don't even know how it happened, because these old houses, the floors are wonky and where I was, it came out. And I thought I got the whole thing on record. I was so excited. Like I thought I got the whole thing, but I was just behind the ball. But it came towards me, went around the way it went around my legs and went back. And I said, "Did you just see that?" I was like, "Did you just see that ball?" With wine, Taryn has lots of ability. Oh. Same, Kayla, same.
Yeah, we got to keep them entertained and happy.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, obviously they were trying to get, my attention, somehow that night. I mean, with the ball and everything. And I kicked it back. We never got anything back after that, but.
I think it's because you were paying too close attention to him. So it freaked him out.
Yeah. Now, you said that you do on Twitch, um, do you do readings and stuff like that on Twitch? You guys?
Yeah, I do
So,
readings on
so,
Twitch.
so plug your stuff away. I mean, tell people where they can find you. And I mean, you do private readings? Do you do over the phone readings? Do you do like, what do you,
I
where?
do. I've done a few private readings. I don't have a lot of time to do that. You know what I mean? So kind of like I have to have like times during the week. I have to kind of balance home life and this, and my show and all that. So yeah, but yeah, I've done a couple gallery reading, and then
Mhm.
done a couple privates, and then private readings, and then I do readings on Twitch, and yeah, and
And
then
then,
here I did basically a psychic reading here.
yeah,
You know,
that's true.
I
Yeah.
definitely have a story like that.
Kayla said she can relate to this, Alita. And you have your Studio 6 Paranormal Podcast.
Studio 6 Paranormal Podcast. I have it on Facebook. I also an Instagram account. I'm on Twitter. Twitch, that's a little bit more difficult. You probably just type in Studio 6 Paranormal Podcast. It should come up. But I'm also on TikTok, which I haven't really posted anything lately because I'm kind of just broadening, expanding. I'm also on YouTube as Studio 6 Paranormal Podcast. So I'm kind of everywhere.
Yeah.
But nowhere.
No, stop it. You're awesome. You're awesome. You're on Paranormal Brew. I'm going to be co-hosting with you.
Oh yeah, I would like to announce that too, because I just got the bio today. So I'm going to start making that promo this week.
That's going to be fun.
So, yes, Taryn will be my guest co-host. April 24th on Studio 6 Paranormal Podcast. We will interview the owner of the Ghost Town Terror on Travel Channel, the lady who owns the town itself and how she got started with it and the
Hold on a
spirits.
second. She owns the town?
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to be great because I'm going to learn how to own Gettysburg. This is awesome. Right up my alley. Let's do it.
The town itself is like maybe 14 buildings. So
I'm staying here, Taryn. You can't kick me out.
I'm not kicking you out. No, I'm gonna. All my friends will be able to move in.
I'll even take the guest house out at Ike's.
Yeah.
No, Alita asked if I read books. No, it just happened. It's just one of those things where it's just I was able to do it. It kind of just came out of nowhere when I was able to do it. This was probably the second year into opening my gifts. So.
And you did answer this, but I think Stacy was a little late. She just wants to know how long you've had abilities.
My whole life. My whole life, but actively in the last 3 years, I've been pursuing.
Yes.
More. Yeah.
Have you ever done a reading for a spirit?
No.
It's a good question, Darren. Doesn't surprise me coming
right.
from you. But I've never heard of any.
No, but that's I've had a spirit.
I mean, technically, I think like if you're doing a reading, isn't that
right?
Technically, if you're giving me, like if you were doing a reading for me and somebody came through, wouldn't that be that you are relaying that message to me? So technically, wouldn't that be you're reading for both?
I know what he's meant by that, though.
Right.
Yeah, and I've never done it. Right. Yeah, but I mean, it would be basically the same thing.
Right.
I mean, yeah, but.
So does he mean like you're sleeping at night and somebody's like, "Yo, I know you're going to talk to Taryn tomorrow. Can you, tell her this?"
Yeah.
Or does he mean, did a spirit come to you and say, "Okay, can you read, like, you're basically, it's just about you and that spirit"?
That's what I think that he meant. But technically, it's kind of a, unless they haven't crossed. Because if they haven't crossed, then they're still kind of stuck on this side. So
Right.
they won't know
They're confused.
everything. You know what I mean? So, but yeah.
That's awesome.
Card reading also. I don't do cards. I don't do tarot.
We will definitely help spread the word about your page, Jay.
Appreciate it very much, Rick.
Oh, and you answered the card reading thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this will be interesting. I love Jay. Everybody, please go to his pages and share them out, and you can find him everywhere. He's an amazing person, and has such a good, awesome heart, and
Yeah.
you know,
I have my moments.
everybody does, right?
Yeah.
Kayla had hers in the car with me on the way here, but that's all good. I'm kidding. I told her it was just because of lack of nicotine.
I saw my life flash before my eyes today as well when Taryn was freaking out on some driver.
Yeah.
So you did do that today?
Yes.
I did.
Okay. Okay.
I did.
Like I said, you got a lot of things. It's just, some of it pertained to next door.
Yeah.
I mean,
but which is cool still.
Right. Well, there's evidently something more to speak about next door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's some things there that came onto my radar for a reason. So
right.
Yeah.
I had explained an ability to somebody and they said it was remote viewing, but for the body, I guess. I had explained an ability to someone. They said it was remote viewing, but for the body. So would that be
astral?
Yeah. Would that be astral projection?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Remote viewing is mental.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. So Rick says you're not weird. No. I think that would be astral projection, Alita, which I wish I could do that as well. Because again, I would be at Gettysburg every day. Saying. My friend and I did one at school with digital voice recorder. We got some interesting stuff from it. Maybe card reading is what Darren was talking about. But yeah, so.
Yes, astral projection is a whole story by itself. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know anybody. Itself. I don't really know anybody that. Oh. Eric, stop it.
Ask him about it.
Oh.
Not purposely.
That's usually when it happens, not purposely.
Yeah. Damn it.
There's times when
I literally go to sleep trying.
When he used to work on the garbage truck. Ask him tonight. He'll tell you.
Yeah, that would be cool. She said, no, I mean, I can see in the body doing Reiki, like I can see what their issues.
Yeah, no. I get it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do Reiki as well. I don't know if I told you that, but I do.
You didn't.
Yeah, I do Reiki for people. I've done some things for my coworkers. And
have you ever thought about writing a book?
Yeah.
I'm serious, like including your whole story.
Oh yeah. There's a lady that I know that does the ghost walks here in Lake Geneva, and she's actually a ghostwriter. And she posted something about if you need a ghostwriter, if you need somebody write a book or whatever, I'm your person. This night I'm friends with her, and I'm like, I might have to hit you up on that, And she said, let me know.
That just came to me that you should probably do that, because I think with your experiences, both with addiction and then the stroke and then pulling yourself out of, and like some of the stuff that you've been through, I mean, I think there's a lot of people that could relate and would want to hear your story. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think it would be really awesome for you to do.
You wouldn't be the only one that has mentioned that. I've had that mentioned a couple times. So maybe I'll take a.
Yeah, well, you should look into that seriously. Mm-hmm. Since I've gotten older, then the ability of remote viewing for me has gotten better. Why is that? Because you're
less commotion. When you're younger, your brain's going a mile a minute. and you're always into something or doing something. As you get older, things start to slow down. Clarity will be a little bit more prevalent.
So Stacy's saying, I have before it's weird, and I was a teenager. She's saying the astral projection.
Yeah.
So she's experienced that before. Alita, I used to astral project unwillingly, and I think Beth or Marty. I don't know if you know Beth or Marty. You probably don't. Beth was actually on my anniversary show because she was one of the ones that started Paranormal Brew with me.
Oh, okay.
And Marty Haynes, she was a part of the old paranormal group I was a part of. So, and she has their stuff now. So yeah, so that's that. No, they enhanced them, Greg.
Enhanced him. Yeah.
Do you get premonitions?
Sometimes.
What is that thing?
But
That's me. I'm right here.
Not you.
it's supposed to be an emoji.
Oh,
But they
I'm like,
block it out.
I'm like, what's this thing next to me? Kayla's like, it's me. I'm like, not. But
no, sometimes. I with premonitions, I ignore them. I really don't. It's kind of.
Well, Jay, if there's any premonition that comes through about me, don't ignore it.
I will not tell you.
Don't ignore it. You know, don't ignore it. Well, dear, we have been on for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time goes goes so fast, you know, when you're having fun and enjoying yourself, and
right.
You know, I look forward to being on your show with you.
Appreciate it.
Yes, I really, really look forward to that. And I am always here for you. So anytime you want to come on, I will, I know I've had.
Clear your calendar.
Yeah, no, definitely. Tell her if she's going to ever swear at another driver.
Oh, that's a given.
I'm Jersey, and Italian.
Yeah.
But
I'm not even Jersey and Italian, and I was right there with you.
She's like, slow down. I'm like, I am slowing down. I'm doing like 3.
Oh yeah, when they're riding our tail, I was like, just go really slow, make them mad.
Yes, remember to go to Jay's pages and at his Studio 6 Paranormal. Please follow his page. He does Sunday. What time zone are you?
Central.
So he's Central time zone.
I'm an hour behind you.
Yes. So your show is Sundays?
Yep, 6 o'clock. So it'll be 7 o'clock your time.
So it'd be 7 o'clock Eastern.
Yep.
So yeah, so make sure you go check Jay out. And like I said, he's a good friend. You can find him on the Studio 6 Paranormal podcast. And does your paranormal group have a page?
Wisconsin Paranormal Research. It's on Facebook. Wisconsin Paranormal Research.
Okay. Michelle, let me ask you about this. I had something lay on the floor below me, and it growled very low and scared my cats. Didn't scare me. What could this have been? Wait, he's from Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Darren's near you.
Yeah.
Michelle, I would have to say, it would depend on if anything else happened. And naturally, if something's not there, obviously if it's dogs, they're going to bark and growl because dogs are natural protectors of, something that they don't know it's there. But cats will run when they get scared because they're skittish if they don't know something. So it would depend on anything else. A growl doesn't necessarily mean that it's anything negative or mean, especially if you didn't get scared.
Right.
There could have been a dog that was deceased that lived there.
Yeah, it could have been a dog
that
didn't like the cats. Could have been everything. We'd have to just, find out what else.
Did one of the cat's stomachs growl and freak the other one out?
Could be a lot of different things. I live in Oshkosh. That's a little ways away, dude.
Oshkosh bagosh.
I live on the very bottom of this. I live an hour north of Chicago.
So are you talking with Jay from the past or the future?
Oh, that's a good one. I like
Yeah, that is good, Rick. Thank you. But yeah, so I want to thank everybody. We had quite a bit of people checking in, Jay.
Okay.
You know, I'll share this out, and you know, definitely look very forward to working with you again in any capacity, whether that be you know on here. If we ever meet in person one day, that would be great.
Right.
But I appreciate you coming on for sure.
Thanks for having me.
And doing, I mean, you answered questions, you did some remote viewing, you answered more questions. So, you know, I appreciate it. It was a great show. Everybody seems to, I'm giving a lot of good feedback already, you know,
Good.
about how good of a show it was. So
Good.
I appreciate your time, and I'm always here for you. You need anything, you know, I'm here.
And vice versa.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Who's Kenny?
I don't know. But if you, I don't know, Mom, I don't know what you mean. What? So, everybody please check out Paranormal Brew as well. Studio 6 Paranormal is on YouTube. I try to push the YouTube, you know,
Yeah.
because YouTube, you know, it's really hard to get subscribers and stuff like that. But I do try to push the YouTubes, but I share Jay's podcast Under the Brew and everything. Yeah. So make sure you guys go
Very
check.
welcome.
Somebody's asking, may he message you?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. He said yes. And we will talk soon, dear.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. You have a good night.
You
Go,
too.
like, you know, come down.
Right.
So, thank your wifey for letting me have you for an hour and 40 minutes. I'm sure, you know,
All right.
you're busy, but
Yeah.
good night, and I will talk to you soon.
Okay. We'll talk to you later.
All right, babe.
Bye.
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 All right, guys. And that's all for me. I already went through all my stuff. So make sure you guys check out Jay Hill and his podcast and all his good stuff that he's got going on. I'm so big into the screen.
Not.
I hate it. Make sure you check me out. I will be in I'm still in Gettysburg. So
You told me to check you out.
oh, I thought you were like doing this. Oh, thank you, Rick. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Don't forget about our pop-up episode eventually.
Oh, me and you?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Kayla will be doing something together for the show. It was all her. Does Kayla have any questions?
Yeah, Darren, I do. When do I get to see you again? Hey, he should feel special. I was on the entire time with him.
What?
Darren.
Oh yeah, he's great.
I said he should feel special. I was on his show all day today.
Yeah, that's true.
The whole time.
She was like, her face was on your show the whole time. She didn't even come on this one.
No, I didn't have a choice. You were just like, boom.
True. Like I could do that. But you know, I'm not gonna do that to her. You're not big on the screen.
On Friday. What's Friday?
It's my other Zhang. You were quiet tonight, my love. It's okay. I know it's probably late there and stuff. I know you're probably just listening and taking it all in. Zhang's she's got abilities and stuff, and
awesome.
She's amazing. I absolutely adore this woman. Adore her.
Oh, my face almost just went on there. Crap.
It's great stuff. Yes. Enjoy your guys' work. I'll be live again. You guys know that. Anytime I'm here in Gettysburg, you know,
Are we doing that tomorrow?
Yeah.
What's Friday? What are we talking about Friday?
He does the paranormal question of the day. He does it Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
What's the question? Maybe I'll surprise you.
There you go. But we are gonna go eat.
Yes.
Because we were just running all over today, and
Shenanigans and amok.
yeah. And we may go live for a little bit here at the store
Tomorrow,
right? Oh, we're doing that tomorrow.
Let's see how we feel after we eat.
Yeah.
We've been going.
Yeah, I may just kind of eat and then head out and see my Meg, since I haven't seen her. Go cuddle with her in bed.
There you go.
So there's Kayla. They saw you.
I know.
Coffee, I got it.
Yeah, that's not helping me tonight at all.
Yeah. So thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you, Kayla,
You're
for
welcome.
being here and helping with kind of the history part of everything, which is what I needed anyway, because I don't remember stuff. But make sure you guys stay tuned to Paranormal Brew. We got a lot of stuff coming up. I'll keep your side warm. Have a good meal. Yes. Yeah, she was. She's been great.
Thank you.
She's been great.
Thank you, Alita.
She's been a good co-host and co-pilot and co-host, and especially with the Eisenhower farm, you did a lot of running. Yeah, we did.
Yes.
I was trying to capture the cat, the black cat, but my boyfriend said he pretty sure thinks that would be stealing from the federal government if it's on government property. And I said,
I didn't know you were planning on catnapping.
Well, I was trying. I didn't tell you that. If I told you that.
How do you know I wouldn't join in those shenanigans?
I was trying. He was a black cat. He looked like my Zeus. I was like, come on, Zuzu. Come on, baby.
Aw, thank you, Alita.
Isn't she a sweetheart?
Eric's been trying to do this too and have us do a show together. You're welcome.
Yes. So yeah, she didn't know this. But I was trying to catnap, should I say, a black cat, and I was going to name him Eisenhower. Catnapping, yes. Catnapping is always good.
Why would you name Mike?
Why would Ike? Huh. I guess I could do Ike.
Did you seriously were you really going to ask me why Ike?
Yeah, I was going to go, I go, why? And then I thought about it and I was like, oh yeah, it's not illegal if you're saving. This is true.
I'm pretty sure they feed it though.
I'm sure that and it probably takes care of like mice and stuff like that and all that stuff. I mean, being on that property. So, if anybody from the government or Gettysburg and NPS is watching, don't worry about, I'm not stealing a cat.
No. What we should do, we haven't taken anybody over to the west side of town.
No. Are you talking about like the railroad cut and everything?
Well, no, that's federal property.
Okay.
But one of my favorite barns are over there. The First Day's Battle.
Yeah.
We can always go on, where the Robert E. Lee Monument is.
Oh, yeah.
Down to Pickett's Charge.
Yep. I love it.
And see what we can actually fit into in one day.
We're trying. We keep on trying. We're like, all right, we're going to do triangular field. Careful. I know. I can't say that word. They'll put me in jail. I know.
That is horrible, Alita. Like my, I guess he's not young anymore, but my youngest pit bull, we rescued from a fighting home and I completely rehabilitated him.
This gets me so angry. This gets me so angry. Yeah, no, I'm not going to Facebook jail. Trust me. I can't. It's just unfortunately, I still need Facebook because, the YouTube thing is slow, but, oopsie. But yeah, so thank you everybody for joining us. I will definitely go live. Hopefully you guys got your notification. You have to go and do all notifications. Somebody was telling me this the other, I think it was Megan, to get all notifications, not just highlights. So Facebook will send you a notification when I go live. So I know. So true. It's really true. I love hanging out with this chick, you know.
It's
So
no bull crap. We just have fun.
yeah, we do. And you know, we're a force
Mm-hmm.
when we're together. So I mean, if I had to go down and yell at people in Devil's Den, I have backup.
We would both be yelling.
I know.
We were yelling at the park ranger.
We were
together.
yelling at the park ranger. We were yelling at the park ranger. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, my bad.
But yeah, so
I just have my eyeball.
thank you everybody for joining us. And we will be oh my gosh, Darren. I didn't mean what that stood for. Yelling at the park ranger. Oh,
I thank you.
Greg, I love you.
I
I've
don't
missed
know. More and more people keep saying, Taryn, I don't know.
you. Oh,
Can I
So-
be like the
no. No, I what I meant by that was that there was like I said the word K-nap one time, and Facebook put me in jail for 60 days.
Yeah, you can't say those kind of words. Shame on
They
you.
they put me in jail for 60 days. And it was a total innocent, you know, I just said that somebody's dog was so cute I was going to K-nap them, and joking because it was my friend. And they said, you can't go live for 60 days. So whatever. First Alexa network. I did. Did you? Well, I was on my when I was doing my.
That was sweet.
I know. Greg is awesome. I
Thank
miss
you.
him. I miss Greg. He's back. He was away for a while. Taryn is a bad.
If we do decide to do like a thing together, can I be like Mr. Wilson on Tool Time?
Oh,
Home
goodness.
Improvement?
Yes. Are we going to at least see your eyes, like Mr. Wilson?
Maybe.
I mean, you got
I
pretty
can't-
eyes.
I can't. Oh, are they?
She's so self-conscious. I can't stand it because she's so pretty. And you put yourself down. And I'm not going to force her to do anything that she's uncomfortable with, but we can do this.
Yeah.
We can do this.
Can we just do this?
It would just be your eyes.
Welcome to the new podcast on Paranormal Brew.
We are going to have Alexa. Oh, that's right. We are. We are going to have an Alexa. We're going to ask Alexa. We're going to have a show where we're just asking Alexa a whole bunch of questions. That'll be fun.
This is why she puts up with me. Thank you.
Yes, she
Thank you,
is.
Alita.
But yeah. So yes, we are doing an Alexa show because we got into asking Alexa some ghost questions and stuff, and she was actually
Did you tell them about Google last night when we were doing
Google, and well, I don't know what happened with that because we were just sitting there, and all of a sudden Google goes, "I'm sorry, I didn't. What is
I can't respond to that.
I don't understand your question."
Yeah.
I was like, "Who the fuck asked Google a question?"
Nobody even said.
We didn't even say anything.
So, yeah.
Or it said something like, Google, I can't answer that. So that's also actually like a really good thing to have.
There.
Oh my God.
Who killed Kenny?
You know what you look like?
I love to just have fun. What
are those little? You almost look like she says an Alexa shut. I'm here for it. It was crazy. I can't think of it right now. But you look like something.
Oh, I can tell you what I look like. But you won't like it.
No.
Literally, like Taryn was live yesterday in the pouring down rain and I'm jumping in puddles. Like I'm a kid at heart. You can't-
Alexa fart. Yeah, that
you
was
literally
crazy.
cannot take life too seriously.
You can't. You can't. Yeah. So yeah, she does fart, and she like encourages it. She goes, "Ask me to do a wet fart,"
Wonder if Siri will. Hold on.
and I'm like, "Well, ask you
Hey
to
Siri,
do ask you to do a wet fart."
will you fart?
Oh my god.
Here I am.
What's that have to do with farting, lady? Hold on.
Ask her if she does fart. Say, "Do you fart?"
I love that picture. Hey Siri,
Mm-hmm.
do you fart?
Well, I'm software, so that's not really something that's on my plate the way it is for a person.
Hey Siri, Alexa farts.
Hold on. Hey Siri,
Alexa farts. Why can't you?
I don't get it, but I can check the web for. Hey Siri, Alexa farts, why can't you? If you like.
Yes. Do you have to answer her? She didn't get me.
Mm-mm. This is why we can't have a show together.
Wait. Hey, ask Siri what a ghost hunt is.
Hey Siri, what is a ghost hunt?
Ghost Hunt, originally titled a Curio series, is a light novel series written by Fuyumi Ono. Would you like to hear?
No.
No.
What are you doing under there?
Oh my god, Alexa.
Hold on. I'm printing out work stuff that just
Oh.
came through. I apologize.
The show has taken an interesting turn.
Welcome to the Kayla and Taryn show.
Yeah. Hence brew. Anything can come up. She even showed us on a map. We were creeped out. Okay, wait. We cursed at Siri. She wasn't helpful, and she said a ghost is behind it. Stop it. Hey Siri.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a ghost behind me? She says, I'm not sure I understand. That's my printer, babe.
Oh, I was like, yeah.
Remember I said I'm printing out work stuff that I got to catch up on tomorrow?
All right, everybody. We're going to go. I do want to stay on and chat because this is great. You guys are awesome. I love this chat we're having. I love everybody that's on here. I mean, this is awesome. But we're going to call it
dinner.
Yeah, we got to eat. You know,
Yeah, I know. That's why I kind of looked at her funny, like, why are you freaking out? That's my printer.
Yeah. Well, you just said, is there a ghost behind me? And then you hear this stuff over here. So I'm like, yeah. I'm still in Gettysburg. Yes. No, I'm not leaving. And I'm going to be here tomorrow, through tomorrow evening. And
I have to see what time my group is that I'll have to be back for.
Yeah.
But other than that, we will cause shenanigans tomorrow, and maybe I'll even pop on for real.
She was on today.
Yeah.
So, but I love you all so much. Thank you so much. And Ajing, Alita, Rick, Greg, Darren. I mean, everybody that was on here this evening. Stacy, Michelle. There's a lot of people on tonight, and I really, really appreciate it, especially Mom. I'm just gonna pop this up. Mom, love you. Thank you so much. I call her Mom, but she's a mom for Dom on the BB3 TV. And Megan, miss you. I'll see you soon. And yeah, I mean, we had a lot of people on, and that's great. I love it. So I will see you guys soon. Thank you, baby.
That's how it all starts.
And yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Night.